What's
So
the
can you guys hear me
situation,
now?
guys?
Yes, Panda, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Right. So I think we start now. There's a situation that has developed, not necessarily to our advantage. Okay, I'm the only one who Okay, some people
No,
got it.
no, I
Just
do.
say it. Say it. Just say it.
We're all
Um,
gonna die.
yes,
Smoggy
you
got
pretty much
banned.
summed it up perfectly. Um,
Actually, what did he
Wait,
do?
what?
it's not a big deal. He used baritone because he was too lazy to mine andesite, so he used baritone to mine andesite. Um,
That's a stupid
I used to
thinking.
use that
I'm
on
a troll.
so he's
2B2T.
gone. Um, and now we have a different situation.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there is a chance that Tangdong, HOT, might war us pretty soon
By the way,
in
Jam, but
the
this is
very
like
near future.
Handong,
no
why?
offense. Like we've just heard some stuff.
I thought you were the leader of this nation. Why you not doing a flipping job?
What?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to go to, dude. I don't want to get
Okay. So,
drafted.
all right. Uh,
Only been in one. That was with
okay. Let's actually talk. Okay. So the reason we're
China.
doing this as like a stage thingy town hall is if you guys have any questions or want to say anything, we don't want to like keep this secret from you or not involve you. You know, this affects all of us. If we do actually get warred and we lose, then that wouldn't be very advantageous to us. So,
At
uh,
the moment, sorry. At the moment, do we have any idea who's going to be taking over the crown?
Yeah.
that is a separate conversation that Panda and I are yet to have.
That's another thing on the agenda. We have
I
Yeah.
a
think I should be
an
it. No,
idea.
I think his child should go next in line.
Okay.
Just
Well,
obviously me.
we
Can we
have
just
two
say
options. We have two options. The first option is we go with the option outlined in the Constitution, which is that we,
okay? Yeah. Could we
yeah.
like not interrupt Flint, please? Okay. Like if you guys don't need to be on stage, like could you like disconnect for a minute? Like it's a really important discussion. It's like really bad.
Thank you, Panda.
Thank you.
Anyway, so we have two options. First, we go with the constitutional one, and that is we hold a national referendum, if asking if you guys want to keep the monarchy or not. If we do go with that option and you vote yes, then I'd be taking Smoggy's place as monarch, and it'd be, pretty much business as usual. If we do go with that option and you guys vote no, or if we go with the different option, which is not bringing back the monarch at all and not even asking you guys, which we probably won't do. We'll probably do a referendum anyway. But if we don't go with monarchy, we're probably going to make some changes to the chancellor role, and kind of change the separation of powers in our government to make it, I guess, more powerful and more important in our nation than just like the legislature and the like parliamentary proceedings. Um, but
So that
yeah,
was actually
that's
I'd like to talk about that a bit. So like that particular part, like our plan would be we would be essentially we'd be giving the chancellor the power to manage the oversight stuff that the king had. Like we would be giving him like commander in chief role, like control over like diplomatic relations and the economy. So that's an interesting idea. Probably if we did that, we would not be going for like a court thing. Like we'd be setting up like a specific like Supreme Court justice to like do the decisions. But like that's like a whole separate discussion. But
yeah.
that's just
We're just spitballing here. We're just brainstorming. We only found out about this like an hour or two ago. About all of this, like Smoggy being banned and Tangyong possibly warring us. So we tried our best to like deal with it, but we thought it's better if we just discuss it with everyone here. And also, please, if you want to say anything, or if you want to interject or ask any questions, just like do the thing where it says like ask to join the stage, and we can like pull you up.
hope
Yeah.
so.
When you guys are saying that Ten Dog might war us, is that like, do we have inside information, or is that just with the whole fragile
No,
situation, it's a high possibility?
Right.
but
Great
well,
question.
there are like I want to like say for sure like we don't mean anything to Tandong, but like some we have gotten some hints from that, and we'd like to avoid that possibility.
Well, I don't want to end up understating this. I have two very reliable sources that told me that Tangnang is or is definitely planning on declaring war on us. It's a very real possibility that in the next 2 days, a um, war ticket may be open.
But again, we're hoping to not have to like deal with that. We're looking for peaceful alternatives, and like that's what we're kind of like
That's what we're
trying to
doing. That's what we're
brainstorm
doing
now because it's
for.
like a bit of like a dual challenge here.
Yeah. We want to avoid that at all costs. I mean, I haven't been in this nation as long as Panda has. Definitely not. But like, I like this place a lot, and I think we have a very good place on this continent. Um, I don't at all want to like upset the balance that we have here. So we want to avoid that definitely. So, any other questions? Oh, let's get Ignis up. Hold on.
I have a question. Do you know why they want to like us do something? Do you know why?
We don't have like I said, we don't have anything solid that they like. We have no concrete evidence that they're even planning on it. It's probably some kind of misunderstanding. Um, we're definitely planning on talking to them,
Mm-hmm.
like very soon, like tonight still, to find out what's happening, what's going on, if that's even the case, you know, if they have that intention at all. And we don't have any concrete ideas on like what spawned this or what called
We
this
have
into
a
existence.
concept of a plan, guys.
If we have a concept of a plan of an idea of what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
Could this be related with Sub-Zero?
I don't think so. I think it was. I don't know exactly what it was related to. I don't have that type of evidence right now. Flint might. I don't.
It's I don't know anything that would like relate this to Sub-Zero at all.
Yeah, Blaze, what's the question? Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Is that the button? Is that the right button? Oh, yes, it is. Wow, I'm a magician.
I was thinking to myself, are you gonna put me up here? Anyways, so are we gonna take this? Because the way it was that I heard it was like we're gonna take this as an opportunity to empower the Parliament and more specifically the Chancellor. So, if we do that, then what exactly is going to be left for the monarch to do? And also, are you going to reduce
So
some
we'd
of your
probably
powers?
abolish the monarch position completely. So it would be like we'd be transferring the powers to,
The
unless we
Chancellor.
wanted it as a ceremonial role. That could also be a possibility, but that's open to interpretation.
But then would you
It's really just what the people want at this point.
then
So
in
like,
turn would you reduce your powers and we go full Republican here?
what I mean, like my powers are just completely cultural and community related. I wouldn't see a reason why to reduce my powers from this.
Definitely just cultural and not governmental at all.
All right. Let's say let's say amicably here. We're all in the same. We all have like the same problem that we're facing right now, which is that we kind of have a succession crisis going on. Or it's not really a succession crisis because we know who's going to succeed Smoggy, but in what fashion I will succeed Smoggy is the question. So, right. I mean, the like exact specifics of if we do choose to remove the monarch, how that would like. I would definitely fight for a balance in this nation, and Pen and I have already talked about this. We want actually to have fun in this nation. We don't want these conflicts, these international conflicts that we've had these past like 3 or 4 weeks at this point, where it's like every decision has to be like excruciatingly like
We're trying to
inspected
get rid
for
of the
any.
deadlock here. So
Yeah,
Flint and I
exactly.
are really committed to moving forward without like deadlock and other types of political problems that have plagued us in the past when
I
seeking
know
a
that.
diarchy.
I know that washing machine noise. We have the exact same one at my house.
All right. Do you still have a
Okay.
question, please?
Yes, yes. What day can we expect a I'm just going spitballing here, but like, what day can we expect
Today.
a poll?
We're trying
Today.
to do this all today.
Today?
At least. Okay, hold on.
Holy
Let me explain.
Christ!
We're trying to, because this is a big deal. We're trying to at least get in agreement on everything by today. Obviously, all the documents and the legal work we'd have to do as fast as we can. I don't know. I doubt we can do that today. But at least get a framework of what we're trying to do here, and get the referendum going on if you guys want to keep the monarchy or not. Yeah. I do have to say, if you guys do choose to keep the monarchy, I would be monarch. I would be after Smoggy. If you don't, we're gonna end up changing up the
We're gonna
balance in
be-
this nation a bit.
We're going to be giving the chancellor the power to determine a lot more stuff in the nation, if so. So that's definitely that's the route. Like, I will be honest, that's the route I'm personally looking to go. I think that the chancellorship is like really a show of democracy, and like as far as our nation's concerned, like that's always a direction I've been very interested in from the start. So like I definitely support Flint and others in that position as well.
By the way, to anyone who watches the footage of this, I'm so sorry for the terrible camera. My sensitivity is way too high.
Okay. Do you have another question?
Nope.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, Tax. What's up?
All right. So what's basically happening? Sorry, I couldn't get to my PC fast enough. I was in
That's cool.
somewhere else. So Smoggy got banned permanently forever, gone to the Shadow Realm due to X-ray hacking or calcite. Elbozo can be me. So with him
andesite.
gone, so andesite?
Yeah.
Baritone.
Really?
Baritone
All right,
andesite.
I would like kind of understand calcite. If he was going for andesite,
He was just he occasionally used it for like really menial tasks.
I mean, my God, all right, not the point here. We can all bozo on him later, but so basically, Flint's probably gonna be the monarch by a public vote to.
We're also considering the chancellorship quite, or just empowering
And
the
the chancellor.
chancellorship quite. That's also like a significant option.
I'm not. I
Who
want to
is the
say.
chancellor right now?
Well, we haven't voted on it yet. It will be as soon as the members of parliament are sworn in. They vote on the chancellor.
Got it.
Oh, by the way, Blaze, make sure you're recording this part because it's important.
Right. Tax. I want to say. If we for the referendum, right? I'm not going to be supporting either side here. I'm not gonna like make this into like party politics type situation. I know we won the election, the NWP. I won't tell any of my party members, and I want to say this publicly. If you want a democracy, or like want more of like Republican elements in our nation, go ahead and vote that. If you want me to be king, go ahead and vote for that. I would enjoy both. You know what I mean? I have fun in a democracy. So
For all like the areas here, like I think it's going to like I don't want to say this like after someone died to be like insensitive, but I think that we're going to be seeing a lot more of a more egalitarian and compromising in from both sides here. Because like I feel like both of us, like Flint and I, can work together much better than in other circumstances.
Very
I just
nicely said
realized
that.
that Smoggy's character is like canonically dead now.
Yeah. We are going to be holding a funeral, and I do plan on building a memorial. Just announcing that.
But can we put it like we should put it in that old chapter house that he built?
In the situation that we do end up getting rid of the monarchy, would we still have? I mean, I suppose this would be something that would have to be worked out later. But would we still have like lords? Would we still have a
Of course.
ceremonial monarch who just doesn't have any power?
We would
What would
have lords,
you
though.
think?
I think.
We
Someone
for
would
sure
become
have
king.
lords. We'd consider a ceremonial monarchy. Like I'm totally chill with that. Like this is mostly about like the mechanical runnings of our nation here. Like
Okay.
we are planning on changing lords, and we can discuss ceremonial monarchy like when like the big like scary stuff is sorted out.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the Tangnon situation, and actually, yeah, the Tangnon situation is right now my biggest worry. I'm not very feeling very comfortable with that looming over us.
Because Wally got banned and he was technically the representative of the Halgean community, what will happen to the Halgeans?
Well, I'm going to be taking Smoggy's place. I like it feels weird to say that because it's not really like an official position. You know, I'm just as much Halgean as Smoggy is. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know if we do end up going to war? I mean, obviously, we just started our armed forces here. Do we have any major allies that we think we can count on, or would we start having
So
to buy more
like we're
groups?
not
What's the
really going.
situation?
So like we're planning on probably avoiding like war. Like we're not going to go there. Like that's like our ideal like scenario is that
Unless
like
we have
never
to.
has to
I
hit
do
a
want to say
situation.
that because I've made this mistake in the past in my old nation, which was also, by the way, a democracy, a republic. When we were warred, I quit Stoneworks and I left it to die. I'm not gonna make that same mistake twice. I'm gonna like fight this out until the very end if I have to. Go like full
I'm
try hard.
hoping that we don't have to though.
Yeah, I very much hope because that'll like sacrifice like 2 weeks of my life,
We
in
have
like
so much
playtime.
internal. We have so much internal stuff to work with. I think war is the last thing on most of our minds.
Right. I just wanted to get that out in the open. If we do end up going to war, I'm gonna like pour every single resource I have available to me into defending our nation.
Okay, Doug. I've done a lot of diplomatic stuff in the past. I've also worked with a lot of other nations before, so I know how to kind of get an inning.
Yeah, I don't know
Where
if
does war come from? Like, who are these guys to us?
They're
friends,
like
really.
friends, yeah. That's left pretty.
Okay.
I genuinely think this is some kind
Friends.
of misunderstanding or
I also
miscommunication.
think it's some kind of misunderstanding as
I've
well.
been
Like
I've been gone for like a week.
Or literally
Yeah.
just rumors. Because like I said, we don't have anything concrete. We haven't talked to them yet at all. We're just speculating here. It seemed like a big enough threat to that we have to address it though.
Yeah. Right off the bat, I think it's gonna be like a new leader type scenario, where they're reassessing their current like alliances and stuff.
That's possible, yeah.
It's normally what happens.
I mean,
Would have
I'm not
a
sure I
issue.
wanna talk specifics about a war here.
I don't want
It-
it either. I think
yeah,
that
it could be seen as like a
I think
provocation.
get last on the item because that's more between us, Dan, and the other guys who are part of like Tandong. Like we need to talk to them as mostly like as for us, like we need to really talk about the internals of our nation before we come to any like discussion here. Like we'll keep you guys updated. We'll like tell you how things are going. Like we'll sort this out with Dan and we'll tell you guys what the final results are with that. But primarily the main purpose of this is that we get all of us together and we know what direction we want to take as a country next.
Yeah.
If I can just throw a proposal for future governance into the ring, I think it might help because I know during the Constitution there was a lot of talk about the monarchy. I think it might be good if we establish the monarchy as more of a ceremonial role. We give that to Panda because Panda's already essentially the community head, and then Flint is probably going to be the chancellor just based off the party politics of it.
Yeah, that's all. That's
And
already been presumed. Like we all assume
yeah,
that Flint's going to be the
Alright.
chancellor.
so the chancellor can take on more of that like chief diplomat role, that head of the executive role that we've all been talking about for the monarch.
By the way, I'm not as how do I say this? I'm not as like strongly in need of being able to do diplomacy. I would much rather work together with Panda on any
Oh
kind of
yeah, we
diplomacy.
can definitely like. You can like if you need help with anything, like let me know. Like I'm offering full cooperation here.
Yeah, I just want to, I don't want our nation to be like split because of like one camp is making like a diplomatic decision, the other camp doesn't like it, and they do something to try to like reverse that, and it all falls together. I really don't want that happening. So yeah, but we're gonna like we're gonna get you guys specifics about the like about the actual powers that the new positions are gonna have. I think probably the best way we do it is we outline what each scenario would exactly look like, and then we let you guys pick. Um, as in, if you do decide to keep the monarchy, what that would look like. If you decide to remove it, what that would look like. Um, yeah. So, any more questions?
Yeah.
Like questions here.
So, why did Smoggy leave the Discord server without a final message?
He got
I think
permanent.
he's like
He has to leave
he's
as a
like
Discord.
permanent.
No, he's just
If
mysterious.
you're banned at all, you can't be in the Discords
He
or
just
leave the
disappeared.
nations. So
No,
had to leave.
I can barely.
he didn't get banned off the disc of any discords yet. He's done with Sunworks. That's it. He just
Yeah.
no point in dwelling on it. It
I should
happened.
ask, what happens
So.
to the Slash Nation now and Lindau, since he owns both of those?
Lindau, I'm probably going to be taking over. And so what did you say? The last nation? What did
No,
you
the
mean by that?
Slash Nation. Oh my god.
Oh, the nation claim. Yeah, we're probably going to just transfer that. I mean, like I said, I'm probably going to be, in effect, basically taking Smoggy's place.
Okay.
One way or another. That it's like we're like either way. Like Flint's going to be taking like most of like the roles that Smoggy would have traditionally had. Whether we end up giving that to the chancellorship role or we give that to the like monarch role as a new monarch.
Yeah. Obviously, if you decide to keep the monarchy, I would not be accepting a chancellorship nomination. I would not be getting a seat in parliament. I would hand over the party to Blaze, and yeah, he would then probably end up chancellor. Any more questions? Things you need to say? I'm not seeing anything.
By the way, you
All
don't
right.
have the what is it? The chat thing. It's restricted.
Oh, I guess. Well, let me see if there's something in voice chat. Or,
Yeah, there's a way to change the permissions. I don't know how to.
I can see. Let me check.
I did not know that was restricted. I thought nobody would like nobody could hear me. Oh, maybe that's it.
Just the chat channel's restricted. Nothing else is. I don't know what's up with that. I just love doing work.
I can barely hear Archduke Kaimon.
Yeah, me neither. You're
I
really
don't know
quiet,
what's
Silver.
up with that. Here, let me do something.
Okay, well, if you guys have any more questions or like want to voice your opinions, you can talk to Panda. You can talk to me. You can send it anywhere you want, really. But yeah, we would really appreciate your input because this is kind of I don't know if I'd call it a turning point, but it is a big deal for the nation, and it's it's another chance you guys get to you know change it.
By the way, could I get like headcount and comments? Like, I'd like to hear basically each and every single one of you guys' thoughts on this. So, like,
Maybe
if
make
all
a
of y'all
Google
could like
Doc.
tell me something in common and
The commons. The area situation is crazy.
so anything in commons would definitely like right here. I'll just like put like a little message so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'd just like to hear like headcount of opinions and like what y'all are thinking right now.
Also, on the like monarchy situation, I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts before we do the actual referendum. Purely out of curiosity. Also, demo. We do. I at least I do plan on commemorating Smoggy somehow. Either like some kind of monument or. Dude, Smoggy was fucking awesome, dude.
Right. Crazy.
Oh, there we go.
Gosh, the
Is that too loud?
situation is insane. This is truly the moment of our time.
Well said.
Oh my god, I'm getting my ass beat.
Alright, well, if there's no other questions, I guess we can just move to a normal voice chat.